It's okay, you can sing this too, wherever you are. Station low, I don't care where it goes. To my mountain, the highest mountain, and jump off, nobody gonna know. Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what that woman, Lord, she been doing to me?
What that woman been doing to me. I'm gonna buy a ticket now,
as far as I can. Ain't never coming back. Got me a southbound, all the way to Georgia, love, till the train run out of tracks. You see,
oh, can't you see
what that woman, Lord, she been doing to me? Old Marshall Tucker Band.
Can't you see
what that woman, she been doing to me? All right. Somehow my day isn't complete unless I listen to Marshall Tucker Band. It just has to happen. Seen those guys, like, well, and of course not the original, but I've seen Marshall Tucker Band play about 4 or 5 times. Those guys are really talented. Seeing somebody live and hearing them on the radio or CD or whatever's can be two completely different worlds sometimes. Marshall Tucker Band is a great live band. So Mr. Joe Axe has been steady working here, getting the auctions up on other links and things. Joe, we really appreciate you. Really do. And we had a little bit of technical difficulty there. The new guy's name isn't Mike, it's Matt. So everybody say hi to Matt. He's starting today and getting her going and learning everything and things. So Matt, I hope you're getting paid more than me to learn all that technical stuff, buddy. Demand $25 an hour on your certified payroll, and make sure that your job is prevailing wage. That's my advice, buddy. Good luck, Matt. We appreciate you. Appreciate you working hard in the studio there. And I'm sure that I will make your job more difficult. And thanks again, Joe Axe, for doing all the hard work you do, buddy. The guy just has a ton of technical prowess. He's, putting stuff together and streams and pages, and I don't really understand all of it, but he's a madman. He's awesome. And he gave me this microphone. Who does that? That's freaking awesome. Joe's just a kick-ass guy, man. You gotta love Joe. And I appreciate Miss C. Gypsy joining us, too. Man, Miss C. Gypsy mailed us some help in the mail. I haven't had a chance to say anything about that. I haven't had a chance to call you or anything because I suck. I'm totally sorry about that. But, man, thank you. That was awesome. That ended up helping with the rally. And, just helping in general, man. That was really awesome, dude. Who does that? You know what I mean? You guys are incredible. And, so I don't know, man. I couldn't do this stuff without you guys. I couldn't do it without, Right Side Media taking me on, and Joe's like, here's a microphone, and Miss C. Gypsy, she's sending us help through the mail, and is willing to hop on here and help me out on the show at any time. She really knows her stuff, too, man. She's one of the women that I know that should be feared if you cross her. Way too smart, way too resourceful. Be nice to that lady. And her and Joe are friends, so be nice to Joe or she'll get you. I haven't had a chance. I don't talk about this show is supposed to be politically driven, I suppose, from inception. But I want to talk about aliens. I can't help myself. I just want to talk about them. I think aliens interest most people. And there's this book that terrifies me. It's called The Arb, A-R-B. It's a... What's up?
I think they're playing an old stream of yours. I think they're playing the last stream.
All right, we'll see if we're...
About them.
Whoa.
I think aliens
Yeah, no, we're good. Sorry, we had to check the feed. There's this Russian book that came out when the Iron Curtain fell. It was leaked to, and I don't know if any of this is true. What the hell do I know? I'm in Ohio, and I'm a dork, so who knows what the hell I know. But it's called The Arb, A-R-B, and it was supposed to be these 58 different species of aliens that have visited Earth and at different times and this, that, and the other. So, I want to talk about that at some point. I also want to talk about religion. I want to talk about Christianity and the Muslim faith and Ekankar and Krishnas and Astrozorians and to do that because... You don't want me talking about them. I don't freaking know anything. I'm just really interested. So I've got some guests that I want to line up, and I may have a couple of them already ready to go. Another one is Dr. Rima Lebo. She was a doctor for heads of state. She's known worldwide. And she's actually involved in a case that my organization, Unite Ohio, is involved in out of Whitehall, Ohio, concerning Christopher Ladistansky, the bus driver that abused children. She is going to be an expert witness for the families to testify on behalf of, she was in, she studied neuroscience, psychology, all these, different awesome fields that you have to be incredibly smart. And so she's going to testify on that behalf of how he actually abused all of the children on the bus. I want her to come on here because she also is using marijuana for an anti-cancer treatment. It's a chemical in the marijuana, not the THC, the tetrahydrocannabinoids, cannabinol. It's a different one. I can't remember what it is right now. It's like OCB or OBC or OHC, something like that. And it's anti-cancerous. Miss C. Gypsy, you know what it is. OCB, something. And it doesn't get you high or anything, but it attacks the cancer. This was started on children that had been given every treatment that we have, and it didn't work. All of the different medications. CBD. Yes. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, no, not the THC. The THC gets you high. The CBD is the one that treats cancer. So, yeah, thank you for that. Oh, THC does as well. Okay. I got you. So, yeah, the freaking plant treats cancer. And the THC attacks it too. Okay, that makes sense. So that's what Dr. Rima Lebo is doing. She is using that chemical as an anti-cancer treatment. So...
I was yelling it to you too.
Really, dude, you can just message me, man. You are...
I was on the phone.
You're incredibly helpful, but...
I was on the phone with Keith, my bad.
Yeah, okay. Man, my wife is the best. She came up here to tell me it was CBD. Yeah, so, I want to talk about that. I want to have her on so that she can talk about that. these children started to get treated with it. It was all controversial because it comes from the freaking marijuana plant, which is just dumb. I mean, if it's anti-cancerous, I don't care if it's an apricot. I don't care. You know what I mean? Who the hell cares? Cancer is death. You know, let's say, well, I mean, some of the medication does get the kids high because it's like, you know, whatever, Percocet or Dilaudid or whatever, because the treatments and stuff. I imagine they give them, you know, they give whoever has cancer some kind of pain meds, you know. So who gives a damn? You know what I mean? As long as they're alive, that's kind of the key. That's the point, is we're trying to keep the people alive. If they get high, then good. You know, they're probably more comfortable because they have some kind of a pain-numbing buzz. I don't know, man. That's my stuff. I don't give a damn if you get high. It's like the guy at the end of the freeway, the overpass. You know, he's holding a sign. You know, I'll give that guy a couple bucks. I'll give him a cigarette. You know, whatever, man. You know, because I'm going to tell you right now, if I was standing there under the scrutiny of the public eye, I might need a beer when I'm done. You know what I mean? I might need a beer when it's all said and done. Yeah, and the apricot seeds have 2 chemicals in them. One of them is natural arsenic. This is why these things have been taken out of our diets. Man, Joe, Miss Sea Gypsy, between you guys know a little bit of everything. Y'all are really impressive. The apricot seeds have 2 chemicals. One is natural arsenic, and it doesn't release from its chemical composition from the other chemical unless it comes in contact with a cancerous cell. Then it detaches, and the arsenic attaches to the cancerous cell and kills it. And so it's kind of like a heat-seeking missile for cancer. It just go boom right to it and it kills it. That's why I used to see my grandparents eating those nasty things, man. They freaking knew something we didn't. They used to eat more bitter foods because they were healthier. They were anti-cancerous. You know, and they did it as, you know, culture and tradition. They, you know, everyone grew up eating that stuff and they lived to be 105, grumpy as hell. So, you know, those folks were on to something, man. They were on to something. It's not a bunch of blah, 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 you know. And Karen said that any cancer treatment used is poison. Absolutely. Yes, that is so true. And it keeps this multi-gazillion dollar industry going. Why wouldn't we? 'Cause see, we just had the surgery for my wife's, the lump in her breast. So we were dead on. Like, absolutely. We were talking about, you know, contacting Dr. Rima Lebo. We were, you know, just reaching out to everybody we knew to you know, get anything that we could hear, because radiation and chemo does not, you know, that's part of what's called heroic medicine, which is the way that the United States practices medicine today. It's heroic. You go in with overwhelming force and you kill good cells with bad cells, you know, and that's not good, you know. Almonds. Miss Sea Gypsy said almonds and peach seeds. See? And Karen says she prefers holistic treatment. Yes, absolutely, because you can see how big pharma is driving these things now. This is crazy. I had planned on talking about this. I thought about this earlier today before the show started. I've lost friends. I've lost almost 10 friends to pills, you know. They were taking them, and then they were crushing them up and snorting them. And then it was like, you know, dude, they were paying, I guess, one pill is $80 freaking dollars. That's insanity. So you end up selling all of your stuff and all your family stuff that wasn't bolted down, and all your friends' stuff that, you know, you could manage to finagle and steal out of the house when they weren't looking. And then the natural progression from there is heroin, you know, because then you're going back to paying $20 for the same buzz. You know? And heroin is just so destructive. You know? It's so completely and entirely horrible. There are posters up in Israel, Afghanistan, Iran, all today, right now, as you're hearing my goofy voice. And, the posters are up right now, all through the Middle East, and they talk about the heroin user's eyes. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. it's just a common thing that people that are addicted to heroin, they have this look in their eyes like they're not there. They're just empty, soulless eyes, and that's what the posters are called, like the heroin soulless eyes. And they're in Afghanistan and Iran and all of that right now because the heroin is so bad. You know, we can't even grow enough heroin in this country indigenously to serve 1975 Harlem. Where in the hell do you think it's coming from? Our borders are supposed to be locked up tighter than a snail's butt. And you can't tell me that we're getting Afghani black tar heroin from Mexicans. You know what I mean? Your government's bringing it in. They have been for a long time. We've had numerous CIA whistleblowers say, I brought freaking heroin into this country for over 20 years. Well, of course you did. That's the only way it gets here. We're so sick of this. We're so sick of it. I say we do something different. I say we do something better. What do you think? And okay, lost sound. Joe broke something. All right, and then it lost it through Spreaker, they said. So let's see if it comes back. Let's see where we're at. Oh, and now we're back. Yep, it was a Spreaker fart. Every time I say CIA, something messes up over at Right Side Media Studio. CIA, NSA, FBI, ATF. There's so many alphabet organizations. So many I'm not even aware of. But every time I start talking about them, it goes bloop bloop. I think they're just letting us know they're listening. Yeah, we know you're listening. We know that you guys are as obnoxious as you possibly can be. You got rid of our First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment rights and then started listening so you could arrest me. You know, we get it. We understand. What you fail to realize is none of us fear your cages or your barbed wire. There's too many of us that realized it was a stupid idea to fear dying. We actually feared not living in a way that we saw fit. And that's why you hear my voice now, suckers. Gotta let it be, right? Gotta live a way that you choose, you see fit. That's about all we can do. I think that's really our only viable options. So, all right, I'm glad everybody made it back. Sorry about the internet hiccup there. You know, little NSA action. Yep, all the acronyms. We got, who knows how many alphabet agencies we have. That, like Bureau of Land Management, BLM. Do we even need that? Really? We can manage our own land. We're good. Don't worry about it. Go home. You guys are drunk. You know, go home, ruling class. You're drunk. All of you. They've been sipping that Kool-Aid Nancy Pelosi's been handing out. So, yeah, the Dearborn Muslim thing, we're going to look more into that. And here's something we didn't announce. If you guys look on Unite Ohio and you go to the Dearborn videos, or you can just do it on my page. If you go to the Dearborn videos, we went to the mosque. That is the mosque for Arabs in the United States. It is their national mosque. It is of great significance. They set the tone nationally for Muslims. I'm not going to tell you what the flag is that's flying at the top of the mosque. I want you to tell me what that red flag is flying at the top of the mosque. Now, to the right of the mosque, there was an American flag flying, tattered, torn, and only attached at the top. We got research that came back that said that they'll fly their enemy's flag tattered like that once they've defeated their enemy. Not to mention the red flag is flying much higher than the American flag, which is against federal statute. Now, I've heard they have replaced the American flag since then, which is pretty disappointing because I was going to go and take it down because it was tattered. And it's okay because I'm still going to take it down because you're not allowed to fly a flag higher than ours. Anybody want to help me start a campaign? Make some phone calls? Maybe to some government officials and ask them why in the hell this mosque is allowed to violate our federal ordinance? Anybody want to check that out? Anybody want to... That's gross. Karen T said, Pelosi pop. That's really nasty. That's really, really gross. That's gross. And then Miss C. Gypsy said the BLM's purpose is only to make money for the feds and state, and they actually state that. And I'm not surprised. They put it right in our face. Hey, dumbass Americans, look at how we're screwing you. Yeah, so sounds fun, Jeremy. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and start that campaign. Not real sure. I'll talk to everybody, but with it being the holidays, with everything going on with me, I've tried not to put it on Unite Ohio. I've just tried to deal with it mostly myself. And this one I may have to bring up to everybody to see what we want to do, because they are flying this red flag. I'm not going to tell you what our research has found that flag is. It's red, and it's got gold on it. And it's flying on the right dome at the front. If you watch the video, it's plain as day. You'll see. It's right there, and then I pan over to the American flag, and then I pan back over to the red flag. Let's just say that if that was a war flag and their national mosque in the United States was flying a war flag with our flag flying much lower and tattered to the right of it, and then you see that in their indoctrination it says once we have defeated a nation, we fly their flag tattered under ours, would that piss you off? Would you think maybe we are under attack? Would you think maybe Dearborn does need to be surrounded and burnt down from the perimeter in? Would you think maybe our ruling class has betrayed you? Would you think that maybe we can do something about this and that there's no one else coming to do anything about it, and you can't rely on your ruling class because they're the one moving the sons of bitches in, and they hate America? Does that sound like reality, or does that sound like xenophobic, racist, bigoted, whatever? I mean, you know what I mean? What does that sound like? Does that sound... Because this is what I did. I don't trust Fox and CNN and all them. I don't believe a word they say. I don't believe a word that my government tells me, and I don't care if they sent me a personal fax. It's a lie. And so I went to Dearborn. I thought I wasn't even going to be able to walk in Dearborn. Not true. I thought I was going to see signs of Sharia law. Not true. You can go anywhere you want. You can do whatever you want. Are you going to run into Arabs that hate America? Yeah, probably. I wanted to know for myself, you know. I don't care about, let's go and make a story out of it or something. I don't care. I don't give a damn. I just wanted to find out because I was really pissed off to hear that there was a part of my country I couldn't walk in, that people were going to throw rocks at me if I decided to walk down the street in Dearborn, Michigan. You know? So I go and I find out that's not the case. And then we find the flags on the mosque. So I want to know what your research finds. I want you to come back and tell me. I want you to let us know on Right Side Media Network's chat room. I want you to let me know on my Facebook. Tell us on Unite Ohio. Tell us, what do you believe? What do you think? What do you think should be done? What do you think that red flag means from your own research? Does it... Yeah, and tell me how you feel about it. Because like I said, I went to Dearborn. I took my camera. Keith and Tyler from Right Side Media drove like 2.5 hours to pick me up, and then, whatever it is, 6 hours, 5 hours to get up there. We met up with a guy in Michigan there that lives there. And we talked to some of the locals. I wanted to know what the locals said. I did it myself because, with those guys, because I wanted to know. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, the entire flag is red, and I couldn't make out. If you watch the video, you can't even see the gold the whole time because of the way the wind is blowing and everything. And I'll admit it's difficult to make out exactly what's on there, but it did look like the gold crescent with stars. So, and since you guys have started to look it up, what we found was that's the Ottoman Empire's war flag. They only fly it in times of war. Hey, look, man, I hope I'm wrong. I hope that our research was wrong. It wasn't the easiest thing in the world to look up, and I'm not the best researcher. And I don't want anybody to discern. I don't want anybody to subject my judgment for their own. I want you to watch the damn video for yourself. I want you to see it for yourself, decide for yourself, and then tell me if you think I'm an idiot. But hell, if I'm alive, I'm going to go to Dearborn, and I'm going to shoot video, and I'm going to find out what in the hell I believe is going on for myself, and then, hopefully do it in a way where other people say, okay, all he did was shoot video. He wasn't trying to sway me or whatever. He was talking about, like, this is what he saw. What reporters do is they show up at a story, and not all of them, but they're taught to show up at a story and then create their own story from a part of that story. You can take anything out of context, especially with video. Doesn't matter what it is. You can take anything. You can be at a rally, like what happened to Unite Ohio with the Miss Lee's flag situation. There was an elderly woman told she couldn't fly her American flag. We showed up and told her she could. And the Columbus Dispatch said that we were an anti-government group. They were at the rally, at the flag ceremony, and they said that we were an anti-government group. And then they said they wouldn't redact it or anything. The editor just told us, like in a message, I meant to put anti-government corruption group. So they can take anything they want and take it out of context. I just want to freaking find out what's happening. I'm a dad, I'm a guy that wants to know what the hell's going on in my country. I mean, that was my whole freaking thing. So I hope that's what I'm able to bring to you guys. I hope that's what I'm able to convey to you guys. That's what I want to do. So we're getting ready to go to break here. And I see you guys, Ottoman Empire, Osman Dynasty, hilarious, Joe. Turkey. Yeah, that's what we found. Yeah, and no government office has made any fuss about it. We're the only ones, Karen, you're right. We're the only ones to say anything. We're the only ones. There isn't even like major media picking it up. They don't give a damn. Nobody cares. Brian Thomas Koth went out there and said something, and I guess they changed their flag, the American flag, but they're still not allowed to fly it above ours. So nobody has said anything. We released the video kind of waiting for someone to say something, and nobody said anything. And so now we're pointing it out and seeing what other people think. I really appreciate you guys looking that up and checking it out and researching it for yourselves. And then letting me know what you think, man, because that's how we're going to get it done. That's exactly how we're going to get it done. And you guys are better researchers than I am anyway, so. All right, we've got about a minute here until break. Matt, our tech guy, is helping to take care of us today. I appreciate everyone listening to Diametric Opposition on the Right Side Media Network. If you like supporting small businesses, check out on Facebook Sassy Chicks New and Rustic Trading Post. Give them a click, give them a like, and we appreciate it. We appreciate all the support we can get, man. It's about time we all come together and do something for us, huh? What do you guys think? I'll see you on the flip side here in a couple minutes. Thanks for listening.